What's up, everybody? This is Ramsey from anydaydj.
And this is Caleb with Salt and Light Visuals, and this is We Are Wed Talks.
We Are Wed Talks is a casual conversation with past and current wedding vendors to educate and inspire today and tomorrow's talent.
We are so stoked to have you hanging out with us today. So let's Wed Talk. What's up, everybody? We just wanted to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Live Oak Plantation.
The ultimate venue for weddings, gorgeous receptions, and leisurely day of preparation for the entire wedding. Party all in a one convenient location, reducing cost, planning, and stress. They are amazing staff, and they have been so gracious to us to actually allow us to do our podcast here. So we just want to say thank you, Live Oak Plantation. You can find them at
liveoakplantation.com.
Located at 7874 Beulah Road, Pensacola, Florida. Hello, we are Wed Talks. See that? You see that? See what I did right there? I'm Ramsey Coates.
I'm Caleb Cummings, and today our special guest is the one, the only, Ramsey Coates.
Yes. So yeah, I'm sitting over here. I'm really nervous because I'm laughing a lot.
Yeah. So when Ramsey gets really nervous, he gets really squirrely. Like, we're supposed to record this about 5 minutes ago. He's like, I need to go get some fresh air real quick. I gotta get out of here. But yes, so Ramsey is the main host for We Are Wed Talks, and We Are Wed Talks is actually his idea. I'm lucky enough to be able to come alongside him and help him and get to go through this experience. Because weddings are something that we're both passionate about. So, Ramsey, can you tell everybody kind of why you came up with We Are Wed Talks?
Wow, We Are Wed Talks. I came up with We Are Wed Talks. First off, I'm a huge podcast fan. Strictly Social produces podcasts. That's my other business. And in conjunction with Keyside Visuals, we produce content together. And in the back of my mind for a long time, I was like, man, I see all these wonderful people that are working hard and they're getting some shine out there. But I think people really need to know what goes on behind the scenes as far as how we prep, how we try to get better, what's going on in our daily lives when we have children, work-life balance. Not only do we work 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, getting everything ready for Saturday and sometimes Sunday, but then we're also working Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So I wanted just to open up the door and let everybody see. And, I want to educate and inspire. And by educate, I mean, if you're a past wedding vendor, present wedding vendor, or about to be a wedding vendor, you need to know some things. And if there's anything that We Are Wed Talks is to help people learn those things and maybe not make those mistakes.
Yeah.
Or maybe put this process into place to help them with their process.
Yep.
And then also the inspiration part. We're creatives and we get to do cool things and be cool with the cool things that we're doing, like dropping a double loop on a track and making it keep loop while I drop another track and people don't even know it. And then they're bouncing and they're just like, what's going on? I'm having the time of my life. Anyway, to inspire, and you can inspire by hearing a process that somebody's put into place. You can inspire by somebody who is doing something super creative, like Haley, her creative mind is just such an inspiration.
It makes you want to be more creative.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. It makes you want to squeeze that creative muscle and be like, because one thing about inspiration, it'll make you want to be creative, but then you'll hold yourself back and be like, oh, I'm not that creative, or I'm not that creative. But the only way you get that creative is by being more creative. Yeah.
So I love the inspire and educate. And I feel like that's who Ramsey is if you don't know. So I've been in the wedding game less than Ramsey has. Ramsey's been in it for 10 years.
It'll be 10 years December 1st this year, yes.
10 years. So for me, not only does he inspire me, but he educates me too. And he lets me know, like, hey, dude, like, here's some things to kind of look out for. And that's kind of the whole goal behind the podcast is to inspire and educate. because people like Ramsey who've been in this want to pass that knowledge on, right? From knowing Ramsey for a little while now, I know he's very community over competition and abundance, right? You know what I mean? Like, one thing we talk pretty often, and he'll tell me, he'll be like, I'll give my secrets away because I want to teach the next generation. I want to teach people and help people. And Ramsey's one of my good friends. I love him to death, but he definitely has a heart to help people. And I think that's so phenomenal, man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And, they're not really secrets. They're just knowledge that somebody hasn't come across yet.
Yep.
And if I can help somebody find that knowledge sooner, then I'm going to.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm a proud papa of 4. Shout out
I thought
to
it was 6.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Ramsey, Savannah. Ramsey, Savannah, Anthony, and Beckett. And so, being a parent, it bleeds over into your professional life, your social life. You just want to drop knowledge, and knowledge is power. But if you're not using that knowledge or power, it's just a waste. So I want to help educate and inspire past, future, present generations of wedding vendors to be more creative, to get better at their processes. You need some water? You okay?
I'm good, dude. Allergies, bro.
To get better at the processes, to figure out new processes. Like Donna, Joe, and Laura were saying earlier, who we worked with, and who were in the wonderful bridal suite, which they allow us to be in for
Live Oak Plantation. Check them out.
For We Are Wed Talks. Like them continuously going to different venues. Like, what venue owner does that you know of?
None. It's awesome. It's crazy.
They go to different venues around the world to scout out, to ask, to learn about how they can make their venue a top world-class venue.
Yep.
And that, that hit home, and, talking to Joe right before he got out of here, and, he asked about what are our dreams and goals with this podcast.
Yeah.
And we told him, and he said, well, whatever you do, don't dream big, dream twice as big. So blew my mind. It's just like, whoa.
I know. I'm like, Mr. Joe, you could have said that on camera. You could have just destroyed it all.
Well, we just said it. So, Mr. Joe, thank you for dropping that knowledge.
Shouts out.
When you dream big, don't just dream big, dream twice as big. So
it's super good. So, fun story about the first time that I met Ramsey, which was actually here at Live Oak. So this was last June. Last June.
Was it June?
It was
June. It was December.
Dude, we had this conversation. We made a bet. You actually already paid me money for this one.
Okay.
So don't make it again.
Okay, I'm not.
I lose
at all my bets anyway. So.
Yeah. It was in June, and I think you'd had a rough morning that morning. And so, like, this is my first time meeting him. I was like, I was like, hey, man, what's up? I was like, my name's Caleb, dude. If you need anything today, like, I'll help you out, man. If you need to help move anything, just let me know if you need water or whatever. Because, like, at the time, he was outside in the heat, and I felt bad for him. I was like, man, like, I'm out here in this heat, and it's hot. And he was just like, okay. Cool, man. If you need anything, let me know. Okay.
You know what? I was glad that he put me on Front Street. I'm out. No, I don't remember honestly what had happened. I think I was just in a funky mood, man, and I apologize.
That's not Ramsey at weddings, so let me let you know, because I've been with him at other weddings, and that's not him. That's not his person. I think we all have those days where it's just an off day, and
I apologize to you profusely about that.
He does.
I did kill it as far as the wedding DJ goes.
Crushed it. But it was super funny because, like, that first meeting, I was like, well, we probably won't be friends. So
and now we talk every day, like, probably at least 3 hours a day we talk.
Yes. So it's so funny, like, how things like that, and, like, that's honestly, though, like, one of the awesome parts about being in the wedding industry, in my opinion, is you get to meet so many awesome people, right? Like, I met Ramsey, who just wanted to throw me in the lake out there and drown me. But now we're good friends, and, like, I've learned so much from him, and I've been able to teach him some stuff with photography. So there's so much you can learn, like, from the people. Like, like, it's become a common theme on this podcast. Like, everybody who's in here is like, wedding days are team efforts. Like, you know what I mean? There's so much we can all pull and learn from each other.
Well, man, you educate and inspire me every day, dude. You're a
Appreciate
beast
it,
on the videography, photography, your professionalism, just super knowledgeable, man. Like you, for being 26, dude, you are a very highly impressive young man, sir.
I appreciate it, sir.
You know, so you educate and inspire me all the time. I love the fact that we became friends after me being a jerk face to you. And I mean, we've done a lot together. We Are Wed Talks is our, thank you for being a part of We Are Wed Talks. Like I said before, I wanted to take it to the next level, and the obvious choice of a partner to do that was sitting right in front of my face. So,
twice as big, dude.
Hey, twice as big. So not just this big, dose big.
Ebony.
Ivory. So, I mean, we've done a lot of, for us, like, becoming friends pretty much October, September-ish.
Yep.
And then starting to work together, and we're in July now. This episode's going to preview or come out a whole lot later, but still, like, we have done a lot together.
We've worked a lot together, and so I always give Ramsey a hard time because at first he was a jerk to me. You can ask Ramsey, if I don't have my cup of coffee in the morning, do not talk to me. I came into the annex like a few weeks ago. It was early in the morning. He's like, "Hey, dude, did you hear this?" I'm like, "Dude, what are you talking about right now, man?" He was like, "Oh, dude, you didn't have your coffee, did you?" I'm like, "No, dude." And he's like, "Okay." Got me coffee, waited about 5 minutes. He's like, "You good now?" I was like, "I feel a lot better."
Actually, it takes 20 minutes for the caffeine to hit your system. So,
does it, dude?
So that was like a huge, 5 minutes. Did you just make that up?
No, I was just kind of taking a guess. Dude. Are you trying to make me look stupid in front of our guests? Have you ever seen the movie Clue?
Clue? No, I haven't.
With Tim Curry?
No, I haven't.
It's a funny movie. What that podcast all about that movie?
I'm about it. I'm about it.
Let's do it, dude.
So what else you got for me? You wanted me to be a guest. What else you got for me? What's going on?
What's your favorite part about being in the wedding industry, dude?
Favorite part about being in the wedding industry? If you don't know, I am Ramsey of anydaydj.
Who?
Ramsey. Y'all know me? I'm Ramsey Coates. You do know my name, right? I'm Ramsey Coates. Kevin Durant did that, basketball player. They were trying him.
Oh,
they were interviewing him.
yes.
And he was like, y'all do know who I am. I'm Kevin Durant. Like,
yeah.
He killed that. My favorite part is because we don't have, when we interview with a bride and groom, we don't have anything tangible to give them.
Yeah.
You can't smell, we don't have flowers for you to smell. We don't have a venue for you to see. You know, you can't really,
photos.
Yeah. I mean, you can see like our photos and stuff on the social media and stuff in the sites, but you really don't know how you're going to feel when you're at your wedding reception, dancing and sweating until that day.
Yeah.
So I love it when they go through the whole interview process and everything, and they book us. And then after, 6 months, 9 months, a year, we do their wedding and reception. And afterwards, they come off the dance floor when it's over and they're sweating and they're like, "Thank you so much, DJ Ramsey." Like, thank you. And it's like, you're welcome. That's what we're here for. And we have Britton and we have Megan Davis who work for us that do weddings. And we've had other DJs too. But that feeling when they either tell me or shoot me an email or a review and then they say, "Thank you so much," because they're really holding their breath until the party starts. They may not say it, but they're really holding their breath because they don't know. Even though everybody says you need to book any day DJ, they still don't know until they hit the dance floor.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite style of music?
Oh.
So I know that DJing weddings, you are phenomenal and you cater to clients. But if you could go in right now, I know the answer to this, but I want everybody else to know the answer to it.
Oh, I love electronic music. I love it.
So good, dude.
I love it. I wouldn't be a DJ if it wasn't for a style of music, electronic music called drum and bass. But I heard that and then I was like, hold on, I got to play this because this is connected with me and I can connect with other people by the songs I choose, the way I mix. So drum and bass is what got me into it. And then, I mean, ever since I was a little kid, man, I mean, listening to like, you know, jumping music, Swift DJs. Those probably not the words, but like just the whole like breakdancing, electric boogaloo. I mean, all that kind of stuff. This heavy synthesizer stuff, heavy breakbeat stuff with the synthesizers really got to me. And so, really, my whole life I've been listening to electronic music. But it wasn't until I was about, 19, and I really found drum and bass that I connected, and I was able to figure out a way to get what was in here and how I felt about music to the people out there.
That's so awesome, dude.
But yeah, I mean, even the poppy electronic music, LaBouche, Be My Lover, or What Is Love, Hadaway, or Rabbit in the Moon with Sarah McLachlan, those kind of things. I love electronic music because music is a blank palette anyway, but for people to convey how they feel through a beat and not, there's vocals in electronic music, but most of the time it's about the beat, and for them to convey how they're feeling at that moment, get it out in a computer, in a studio, on a mixer, get it out to the masses feel it. The masses feel it so hard they want to go see this person from what was up in here about just a little beat. Yeah. And then just had the energy just like pumping and killing it. That's just amazing to me. So electronic music would have to be, it is my favorite style of music. As I continue to talk about it, like you can't shut me up. Stop trying to shut me up. I'm talking about electronic.
Shut up, man. God, trying to shoot a podcast. You want to shut up. No. So actually at Hangout Fest, we worked with Volume 1. So we were down there in the grotto with them for a while shooting content.
Shouts out to V1.
Definitely. But other than that, we were down in the Boom Boom Room.
Boom Boom Room.
And it was a ton of fun. So growing up, I liked electronic dance music, but a lot of people who I knew didn't really like it. So I never really had anybody listen to it with. And I love Alice in Wonderland. And I meet this dude and we get in here and I'm just like, yes. There's one other thing that we were just like, boom. Yes. Bros.
We also like to laugh a lot too.
Yeah, that's true. Have a good time. So Ramsey, what is one piece of advice that you would give to someone coming into the wedding industry?
I would say plan. We started anydaydj, and we're going to have to do a whole nother episode because you didn't ask about my anydaydj story at all.
Oh, I did.
You know what?
Bye, Felicia.
Plan, because when we started anydaydj, I'm not going to go into the whole backstory of that. We'll do that on another episode, but it was a necessity. I was laid off. I knew how to DJ. It was 2008. How old were you in 2008?
I mean, bro. Is that important right now?
You were 10, right?
I was 15.
But it was, I was working at a cabinet place in town. So 2008, the economy dropped. It was really tough to find a job. But I had the skill of DJing. So, a year mulling around, trying to figure out doing odd jobs here, odd jobs there. I started doing weddings for people as I saw there was a gap to fill. And I didn't so much plan it as I should have.
Really?
No, it was like, hey, I got it. Somebody wants me for a wedding. Okay, cool. How do I do that?
So for you, just kind of just go with the flow, huh?
Yeah, I just figured it out. Figured it out. Whereas now, I tend to plan things out more, be more intentional. So if you're going to start out and be a wedding DJ, a wedding vendor, wedding videographer, any business, be intentional, set plans, set goals.
Dream twice as big.
And set, timeline, don't let a goal be 2 years. Let a goal be 3 months. Get that goal done and go into the next thing. Yeah. So you can continuously keep growing and get better, not only for you, but for your clients, for your friends, for your family. Awesome, so, you want to definitely, in my opinion, have a plan, enact that plan. Don't stray away from that plan, and just follow the process.
Words of wisdom, dude.
Wisdom? Are you trying to say I'm old?
I'm not saying you just turned 40, but...
Wow, you put my age out on Front Street like
dude,
that.
You put mine out. You said 26.
I said you were like 10 in 2008.
I should call me younger now. Thanks, bro. Well, everybody...
Hold on, we got a minute 15. I want to keep going.
I'm shutting you down, dude. After calling me 10, dude, that's that, bro. You're shutting down. We definitely have to have you back to have like the full story of Any Day DJ.
Oh, that's a story.
I mean, we're at the time block out like 5 slots. It's a big story, huh?
That's a story. But that's a story that I'm very proud of because it made me who I am today. I'm not ashamed of it. And I'm very glad that it happened. And, there are lessons. We were talking on the phone last night. There are lessons you can be preparing yourself for.
Yeah.
But God, the world, has not let you know that those lessons, the knowledge that you're looking for is coming.
Yep.
What you're doing to educate yourself may not be what you need to be educated on.
Yeah.
And then the lessons are going to happen to where the education you thought that you were planning for aren't even going to be in the game.
Yep.
And then that knowledge is going to come after that lesson that you didn't even know was coming. So that's a lot what 80 Day DJ is about. Strictly social, We Are Wed Talks. Those are calculated.
Yeah.
80 Day DJ was definitely a lesson that we'll have to talk about on another podcast.
Indeed. So that's it. Ramsey.
Who's Ramsey?
I'm Caleb, guys.
Hold on. Before we get off, I just want to say, Caleb.
Is always interrupted.
Caleb, thank you so much for being a part of We Are Wed Talks, man. It means the world. And I can't wait to see where this takes us. Somebody was asking what the goal is of We Are Wed Talks. And, there is a goal, as I just talked about. But with that being said, the opportunity to work with you, sit down with all these amazing people and get to know them. I mean, if nothing comes out of it but that,
it was success.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And Caleb and I have already agreed working on We Are Wed Talks. When it's not fun anymore, we're going to stop.
Yeah.
So right now we're having a blast.
It also helps too that we both love weddings and we both love the industry. But yeah, that was kind of our agreement up front was, the day it's not fun or educational or inspiring, that we're done. Set their goal.
So with that being said,
oh, I can go now?
Is
it my turn?
Shut it down, Sharkeisha.
I'm Caleb. He's just gonna walk out like that. I quit.
Hello. We just want to give a big shout out to one of our sponsors, Keyside Visuals. Keyside Visuals for any of your video content creation needs. Check out Keyside Visuals at keysidevisuals.com. Hey. This is Ramsey.
And this is Caleb.
Caleb, why you look so worried over there?
Because you were looking kind of worried.
You know why I'm worried? Because I want to make sure if they're enjoying this podcast that they go rate and review. And I want them to go rate and review us. Please rate and review us. I'm going to say it again. Rate and review us. Give us those 5 stars. That's why I look worried.
Where can they rate and review us at?
On Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, any place that our podcast is at, they can rate and review us.
Even on YouTube.
Even on YouTube.
I bet a lot of people don't know that we are on video on YouTube.
Oh, you better check it out. We Are Wed Talks on the YouTube. Can we get some of that YouTube love?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need it.
So rate and review us. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, any place where We Are Wed Talks, and on YouTube. And I will not have this worried look on my face.
Boom. Thank you so much for joining us this week on We Are Wed Talks.